There are conversations that shape how we live. Conversations that help us navigate challenges of life. Conversations that bring out the best in us. This is where we gather to help each other find the way and unleash our potential. Welcome to the Benjamin Zulu Globe.
Psychologist, relationship coach, the one, the only
Benjamin Zulu.
Benjamin Zulu himself.
Those who understand social networks and the power that carries have had their lives going on so well, and people wonder what magic just happened to their careers, to their businesses, and to their finances. It's social networking. Now, how do you build healthy and powerful social networks? That's what we are discussing today on the show. Welcome to Benjamin Zulu Global Show. My name is Sylvia Keremi. We really appreciate your time. Welcome to the conversation.
Yes, and we're handling this because sometimes people fall in love and then they discard their friends. They find a lover and they forget everybody else.
Yeah.
They act like you guys are nuisance. They act like you guys are bothering.
Yes.
And so they keep going into this hypnotic stage whenever they fall in love.
Yeah.
So they disappear into some clouds, then they fall back into nothing. Suddenly, where is everybody? What's happening? Why are you guys not calling me? They fall in love again, they leave all of you hanging.
Yeah.
They stop talking to you. They act like you are interfering with their love life. We handle this from the background of so love is not an island. It is supposed to be a component inside another infrastructure called life. That infrastructure called life contains at least 3 components.
Yeah.
And we have discussed them in the past. We said you need to have secured your money so that if you get a heartbreak, you don't get a stomach break. Hey, you can still feed yourself. you can. Some people, the reason they can't break up is because of famine.
Yeah.
They need food. So some people are together for food. They can't feed themselves.
Yes.
You need to secure yourself financially.
Yes.
That does not mean wealth. It means to become licensed practitioner at something.
At something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can practice something and feed yourself.
Yes.
That is important. Go as far as becoming a qualified professional practitioner, expert at something. Become government approved.
Yeah.
That's the work of licenses.
Yes.
It may be a business permit, but many times it's the license as an electrician, license as a doctor, license as a lawyer. Get license.
Yes.
Secure some career. Okay?
Yes.
Africa is all informal. We glorify hustling. So people have no license. Nothing legal.
Yes.
hustler. So no development, no demarcations for qualification. If people cannot Google you as a licensed counselor, as a licensed social worker, as children of... If you are not available on the list of licensed people, you will struggle.
Yes.
You struggle. If you are still in the black market, you can't open a legal shop. People can't even know where to return things when they're not working.
Yeah.
It's like they're buying from black market. You will struggle.
Yeah.
So that's what you're saying. One sign, the lowest entry point of any career is licensing. So become registered, licensed in something. Stop this African way of carrying a shop with your hand. You know, people carry a shop with their hand. They carry a box.
Yeah.
And now it has everything they're selling. So that even if they sold at once, everything they're selling, they can't feed their family.
True.
Avoid those tiny hustles that have no potential to grow you, even if they happen at once. Grow yourself to licensing.
Yeah.
Get yourself a business permit on your carpentry shop. Get yourself something.
Yeah.
That's one infrastructure of life. The other infrastructure of life is emotional well-being, healing. You'll have processed your past. You'll have learned your own moods. If you don't learn how to manage your moods, people have to tiptoe around you because you are explosive and trigger ready. You are triggered easily, and people they'll call you toxic. Actually, you are toxic. You explode. You get angry.
Yeah.
You project on people. You scream. If you don't manage your feelings, they'll become stormy, unstable, and they'll make you avoidable. That's why we avoid people.
Yes.
They explode on us. Many companies struggle because the bosses are very emotionally explosive. They harass performers.
Yes.
And they make people, that company, in this company, you only last when you know how to handle so-and-so. You don't last when you know how to work, when you deliver results.
Yes.
You only last when you can withstand
That is so
a
bad.
toxic character.
Yeah.
So those companies don't grow. Those companies don't go to the next level. You need those two infrastructure. Today we're talking about the third infrastructure that you need in place for your love life to last. And this is healthy social networks. People have called it social capital, but it's when you have the right people setting in your life. So how do you connect with good people, with quality people? And the first thing you shall do is to become worthy connecting with, become desirable to connect with.
Yeah.
I know you've heard that your network equals your net worth. I'll tell you the other way. It's your net worth equals your network.
Okay.
It's what you have that attracts people
To you.
Yes. You know, we are very selfish. We think you can just connect with people to use them. Who told us that? If you hang out with 5 millionaires, you'll be the sixth. Why should millionaires hang with you? What do you have to offer them?
You have to have something.
Why should they talk to you?
Yeah.
Can we stop this narcissistic selfishness? You know, motivational speakers, sometimes they give us unrealistic hopes.
Yes.
Where do you hang out? Where are the 5 millionaires? Did you know sometimes connecting with people when they're already millionaires is almost impossible?
It is. It is difficult.
It's easier to watch your friend who was a normal person become a millionaire.
Yeah.
That's an easier way to get to know a millionaire.
Yes.
A person you already knew. But how much emotional maturity must you have to withstand your friend who becomes a millionaire before you and not have envy? How many of us can do that?
Not me.
Families chase away the sibling who succeeds first.
Yeah.
They say you went got Illuminati.
They gang up against him or her.
Yes. The one thing I want you to do is to find something that people will find a reason to keep your contact in their phone. To refer you to their friends.
Yeah.
To send their children to you. Now you are network worthy. Find something that makes you worth networking with. And when you're introducing yourself at events, there's something you are exceptionally resourceful at something that people want to keep your contact for a rainy day. When they need a lawyer, they know somebody they can trust.
Yes.
Let me also remind you that it's very easy to succeed as a lawyer in the third world. Even if you're not a student in law, it's very easy.
Okay.
There's some things in Africa, because of the way the continent is, they give themselves easily to you. If you know the side that is difficult, just go to that side. The hardest part is not finding a person who knows law. You need a person who knows how to argue, to frame the issue.
Yes.
You need a person who understands law.
Yes.
But we are saying a genius at law is not safe. We want a lawyer who's trustworthy. So it's very easy to succeed as a lawyer in Africa when you don't eat clients' money.
Yeah.
When you actually deliver.
It's that simple. Yes.
Because of the level of dishonesty, a person who practices law honestly will succeed.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of being patient. And a person who meets a good lawyer will say you are worth knowing. They will forward you
To other people. Yeah.
Okay, in your free time, you can also research how hard it has become in Kenya to find a safe church. Safe one.
A safe church. It's not easy nowadays.
Where can Sylvia sit with her children and have a good church time without people focusing and putting on TikTok?
Yeah. you can't even do your personal things comfortably.
It's no longer a church. It's sure. It's sure. And you're not safe.
Yeah.
You are not safe. I think I miss the traditional upcountry. Maybe I'm stuck back in time.
Yes.
But I miss that. There were no gimmicks.
Yeah.
No cameras. Everybody now has a camera in their phone.
It was just a real life.
Let me tell you, that just going in, community, go home.
Yeah.
I don't know where it went. We no longer have that. When you find a safe church, how many people do you tell? Guys, you should try it. Guys, you should try it. Nowadays, we don't go to the church that is close to us.
Yeah.
We travel very far to the one that is safe. This law cuts across. Become network worthy knowing, worthy forwarding to people.
Yeah.
By giving people unique value, particularly in contrast with the madness happening in your space.
Yes.
How many faithful tailors do you know?
Close to none.
They'll tell you, you collect Thursday 11 a.m. and actually Thursday 11 a.m. Oh, you come. Thank you so much. We are ready. How many will deliver your clothes on time?
They won't.
Just know that. To become network worthy in Africa is this easy.
Yeah.
Because it's no longer about the job. It's about greed, lying,
Yes.
dishonesty, biting more than they can chew, poor time management. People saying things to get you to commit, but they don't even mean those things.
Yeah.
Just learn to be honest.
Yes. Just being reliable.
Just be honest.
Yeah.
You know? And I was writing an article that I was surprised by certain furniture guys that delivered on time. And I was like, I was still waiting for the games. But the games never came. You know the way you're used to an industry full of liars?
Yeah.
That every time you're just trying to reduce how many lies.
Yes.
You don't trust anything they say.
Come tomorrow.
You don't trust anything.
And they even forgot what you ordered.
So you keep adding warnings.
Yes.
And I say, and my friend, and I'm watching. Even before, imagine from the beginning, you are starting with.
I'm seeing you. I'm watching you. Yes.
What kind of industry have we got into? From the hello, I'm trying to get a cloth, and my friend, you said Thursday, yeah? Thursday, all right? I'm right, Thursday.
Then you go on Thursday, they take your measurements again.
Machine broke down, government came here, our certificate was confiscated, there was no electricity, it was flooded. Everywhere you see here, we were underwater.
Yes.
So, I heard them say that they could make a bed and deliver. You could order a bed in the morning and they make it same day and deliver by evening. I'm like, I've had enough of this.
I know this.
I like, they were more credible by what you could see there.
Yeah.
You just have to weigh your risks in Nairobi.
Yeah.
You don't get everything. It's better to buy what you can see and go.
Yes.
Just minimize the lies. I mean, but sometimes what you want is custom.
Yeah.
But they tell you, we can deliver same day. You're like, let me prepare 3 days maybe. So in my mind, I'm like, after 3 days, I'll quarrel you. But even if you say today, I'm giving you the lying allowance.
Exactly. You prepared.
For lies.
Yes.
Do you know they deliver the same day?
Oh.
I'm like, they compromise quality? It actually looks exactly what I say. Then I'm waiting for it to fall down. You know, you sleep on the bed. let me sleep. I will not say thank you first. Have I woken up? You know, that's how dishonest. Yes. We have gotten there.
Yeah,
you're not sure. Okay, is it? Okay. Tomorrow, let me try again. Yes. Then you try to jump up there. Until you actually realize these guys are honest.
Yeah.
It's shocking to find an honest business.
True.
And I was telling my wife that these guys, I don't need to pay. I'll market them because I've not seen honest anywhere. Yeah. And they were calling them so bad palace. And I was like, you don't even remember these names. Who cares? Yeah. They're just cover up. Yes. But I realized these guys actually have a name because their customer care follows up.
Yeah.
to find out, do you have an independent customer care service, checking whether you have any complaint about any of the process. Did they deliver on time? Do you like the quality? Would you recommend us to your friends? I'm like, okay, this is quite something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, can I look around for it? Let me listen to it.
Yes.
And they're honest. I said, they are network worthy. Now I'll forward them to my contacts.
Yes.
Because I tested them. Be that kindergarten teacher yourself. Be that any service you're doing that people taste you and like, it's food. They come tomorrow. They take the food. Guys, I've seen a restaurant that is consistent in good food. You know, they usually give you good meal for 1 week while the good chef is around.
Yes.
Then they fire the good chef. They can't pay the good
They
chef.
get a cheaper one.
They rotate people. So they work with 1 month, they run away with your money, you run away. They take another one who does not know them, they use them for 1 month, the 2 months, they don't pay, you realize the game, you run away. Many restaurants don't pay. They use discard.
Yeah.
That's why many times you're served by interns forever. A big only interns because they cheap, free labor.
Yes.
What if you find a restaurant that has actually invested in a good chef, consistent service, and they never lower the grade? Tell people, I'm surprised. I was waiting for them to be like others.
Yeah.
Guys, check out that hotel. I hope you know that a recommendation by a friend is the strongest advertisement on earth. It's not billboards. It's not a splash on TV.
Yeah.
It's not the commercials that are very creative.
Yes.
No. When a person recommends you on a personal level, that is the highest level of influence. Recommended friends and family is the highest level of trust and marketing. When you become worthy knowing, people become your salespeople for free. Your customers become your advocates.
True.
You don't need to send them. They needed this kind of quality people. If you check your phone, you realize you follow this rule silently for your own survival. Every time you meet a good house help, you keep a contact.
Yes.
You meet a good taxi man. It's a good. You even save them the good Uber guy because they stand out. Many of them hike the fare, they bother you, they're toxic, they change.
They talk too much.
You can't even have you're trying to have your life. You're trying to catch up some things.
Yes.
If you meet one who's professional, who just does enough and drops you, you're like, that's good service.
Yeah.
Let me save this one. The next time, are you around? Come, carry me. You don't mind even paying a little bit more for the peace of mind.
Yes.
Working with them. Become network worthy. And one way you become network worthy, what the knowing and forwarding to people's friends is when you're simply excellent. When you're simply professional, honest. I just want you to know that it's easier to graduate as an accountant, as a banker. It's easier. My friends would put it like this when I had my classmates where they were discussing about when you know a person, ask yourself, I know them in person, but do I know them with money? A very distinctive thing.
Yeah.
I trust you as a lady. Can I trust you with money? They say that's a very different dynamic.
Yes.
In the military world, in the corporate world, they say I know so and so, but do I know them
with money?
So can you become trustworthy with money? After people pay their deposit, you still deliver. A lot of people don't deliver after they're paid.
Yeah.
They change, they become excited, they lose their mind.
Yeah.
Many staff don't come to work when they have money. They're pushed by problems to work.
Yes.
When they have some bank balance, they don't come. They don't see the point. They lose perspective. They overdrink. They become crazy. And before long, you realize why they remain on the same level. Years go, but they don't become any better because they do not become network worthy. They don't become referral. People don't refer you to their friends. I tell you, you can find a car wash that has a lineup of vehicles where the other one is idle. Car wash. Because people are coming back for better service.
Yes.
You go to the hospital, one doctor has a queue, you have to wait for hours. The other one is idle.
Yeah.
They have the same name, both of them, dentists. But there's one who is known.
Yes, for good service. Yeah.
There's one who is warm, compassionate, empathetic, detailed. They are network worthy. You keep that doctor. The others you delete. Others you have such a bad experience. You even warn your friends.
Yes, don't go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Become network worthy. That's the simplest thing in Africa. Just become a person worth forwarding. The second step in building quality social networks is network around moral ethics, moral values, not just money.
Okay.
We think, when you say net worth, we think money, isn't it?
Yeah.
Your network, call your network.
Actually, that's what I was thinking.
Think money. Let me tell you, there's another kind of network that is real richness, real substance, that is very resourceful, although it's not in terms of cash. I just want you to find a friend or two whom you can rotationally stand with each other during hard times.
Okay.
Rotationally stand with each other during hard times. I want you to find a friend, 2 or 3, whom what you build around is to read books, explore knowledge, expand each other's mind, challenge each other to grow, push each other forward. And it's not just cash money, but you know, this person adds to your growth, stretches you to explore, and there's no cash flow between you. It's not you're giving each other business, or you're inviting me to come and supply here, you're connecting me to my company to come and get a job. It's not that direct flow of money, but there's such depth of forwarding me a material that changes my thinking, that lifts me, that a book that you gave me and it changed my perspective, an author you mentioned whom you're excited about. Now, moral issues are things like compassion for the sick, people have a charitable passion, people are environment, they want to preserve environment, people want to give good political leadership, people want to be humane HRs, people want to be HR, but they have a different philosophy for HR. They want to build people up, not just hire and fire. They say, you know, sometimes when they make you HR, you're supposed to be agent of the company.
Yeah.
You need to become agent of the people.
Yes.
To the company. The people are less powerful. The company is very powerful. So you say, humanly speaking, I should represent the weaker.
Yeah, the people.
The person is very vulnerable against a large organization that can replace them like this. So me as HR, I'll go the other way.
Yes.
I'll represent the interest of the company, yes, but I'll, as much as possible, defend the weak. The one who can be fired, then they are not, nobody's there for them. No, I'll try to check their interest. What happens eventually? You are so loved by employees. They perform so well. You lift the morale, something HR usually don't do. They don't bring morale. Yes. They bring fear. Yes. Suddenly, that's how I'm telling you a story. I worked with one of the HRs. She was wondering which strategy she can use in a flooded industry. And I told her, don't represent the powerful guy. Represent the weak one. Be human.
Yes.
Be human.
Yeah.
At first, you want to look very marketable to the companies because like you're not talking the language, but you're talking the language. You're just telling them, in the long run, I want to make your workforce very steady, very loyal, very true. They don't steal from you. They're not running from you. You don't have turnover. You're not trying to retrain new staff every day. When they love your company, they'll give you what you want. But play diplomacy. Talk the language of the staff. Understand the issues. Spend more office hours talking to staff, not boss.
Yes. Wow, that's amazing.
Sit in the offices, go to those small, hear their issues on a personal level, watch their grievances, make sure their money is paid on time, their leaves are processed, make sure their things are done. They don't have to take class action, go to court, go mediate the issue. Go hear what the battle is about. Go check negotiate the contracts, read it in detail to advise them better, even fit them in better positions. Tell them, these tokens, I think you're talented, let me try you here. Until when you help people to blossom, they will remain loyal to you. Yes. And she caught up later with me some years later after I told her the strategy of being moral, network around moral issues, so that people know that HR cares. That's the name she told me people would say. You know, they say, I care. And they have not felt that with normal companies. Yeah. You know, that they say, you made me, they keep coming back just for gratitude. And whenever they have to leave, because companies think if you grow them, they will leave. When they leave, they usually bring you other people like them. And that space of that culture of just helping people be better becomes self-sustaining.
Yeah.
And she told me, I can go on and leave, I'm really relaxing. And there are no crises. In other companies, the HR must be there, holding a whip. The people must be.
Yeah.
I make them love their job. They appreciate it. So network around more issues in terms of love employees, care about their interests. I'm just picking HR as an example. You can be CEO, manager, or anything.
Yes.
Stop being after money, the goals, the targets. Go to humane, moral, care about people. She told me she introduced where the place for lactating mothers, breastfeeding mothers, that space. And she introduced support for the husbands because it was not being recognized. It's there in the papers and constitution, but it's not being recognized. When men get children, they're also going through a journey.
True.
How can you support them? Give them in the week, 2 week, or whatever, or give them some allowance or some support groups. Say, I introduce support groups,
Yes.
and I encourage. We carve out some 30 minutes out of our working hours for social, for catching up. Just to say, it made so much difference. People know who else is going through widowhood, who else has gone through struggle, who else is new in this company, who else is processing this, who else, and they feel so. They finally say, we feel home, we feel warm. What did she do that you can do? Stop just going after the money. Go after the person. Care for the person.
Okay.
So network around issues like compassionate leadership, humane HR, for example.
Yeah.
You're doing banking and you're not just after the interest you should have paid. These are the remittances, the contract you signed. You're
It's all about being tough.
Whenever you represent the employer, you'll end up being very cruel to customers.
Yeah.
Try to secretly flip the script. Listen to the employer. They're the ones paying you, but don't be so direct.
Yes.
They're the ones paying you, but let me tell you, they're paying you to make the customers pay.
Yeah.
So, become an agent for the real payer.
Yeah.
The payer is a customer.
The customer.
So, flip. Just try to be humane. That's how insurance people who sell it right, they do not feel sold. Remember the person you bought insurance for years?
Yeah.
They not actually sell you insurance.
Yes.
They just care. They just care.
Yeah, true.
They just care.
You don't even remember the company.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they move with you wherever they go.
Yes.
Tell them, wherever you went, we are going with you. Because they have stopped you from paying more. They tell you, that's more expensive, let me get you cheaper. And they take time to look among their circles. Tell you, no, I don't want that for you. You're a good customer of mine, I can get you a cheaper option.
Yeah.
That company, their history is not good. They help you with insider knowledge. They help you with the expert to spare you problems. Who doesn't want that?
Everybody wants that.
So you end up buying insurance from this guy consistently.
And even recommending them.
And he does not press you to buy insurance.
Yes.
He cares. So what is he doing? He has shifted from his employer to the company, to the customer.
Yeah. Yes.
He just stopped going after money to go after the person.
Paying.
They simply care about you.
Yeah.
Eventually, what happens? The insurance companies realize you have so many people. Your social media is so famous. Whenever you come, you bring it out. Oh, what is your cost? We want you in our company. The longer strategy of networking around moral issues, caring for people's real life, checking what makes their life better, that person becomes loyal and long-term. So that now employers, they know you are the real asset.
Yeah.
That's why when you watch your favorite journalist, the Jeff Koinanges, the people who entertain you, the Maina Kagenis, they don't force you to listen to radio.
They don't.
You don't even realize that you're watching TV.
Yes, you
think
keep
you're
watching.
Connecting with that person.
Yeah.
It's like a dialogue you're having. It's like a conversation.
Yes.
They make you forget TV and radio. Just have a conversation. But they're paid to run TV.
Yes.
They're paid to run a show. They don't call it a show.
Yeah.
They say, let's have a conversation today.
Yeah.
What about this issue? What about, and so you start all of you banging the phone to contribute. What does the employer say? This person gets people activated, calling. Yeah. He acted like he's not acting for the employer. He's for you. He just wants to solve this issue and get a solution to it. You don't feel pressured to listen to radio. You feel cared for.
Yeah. And you just connect with that person.
So in the beginning, the employer may say, this guy doesn't carry my interest. He's just trying to impress the people. Over time, what happened? Yes,
realized.
all the people I'm looking for.
Yeah.
You know, you have the following you're looking for. Come, how much are you cost? Eventually, the person who networks around more, or you care, you understand our issues, you speak our language. We don't care about the money. What is what is money? You understand us. It's better we pay you than we pay these other idiots.
True.
You know. Yeah. Remember, when you network around, when you become a person who is worth knowing, not as a journalist, not as an insurance seller, not even as a banker, but as a person who understands my issues and helps me fix my issues. We hardly give our cars to anyone. But there's a mechanic who come here and Sylvia will hand the key quietly. Yeah. Because they will sort you out, no drama, no theatrics, and they remove your headache.
And bring your car back clean and good.
No drama.
Yes.
That kind of person is a treasure to you. Does the employer say, oh, this person should sit here, there's a customer's bringing the car, I want all of them so that it moves quickly. The person goes to the side of Sylvia. Yeah. To do how Sylvia wants it.
Exactly.
Then Sylvia trusts him. We are just saying, be more honest, be more caring, be more humane, be more giving, generous. Try to spare people costs. Naturally, the employer wants you to make the customer to spend a lot of money. You, secretly, you help the customer to spend the least.
The least.
Spare them costs. Help them to avoid, secretly in a whisper, that one, it's not good. I don't like the way they take long to respond to my customers. Avoid that one, take this one pays. Then eventually you realize they give you insider secrets, they help to make better money. Who do you want to work with more? That person. So you then refer your sister. You refer your husband. You refer. Eventually, this person who helped you in earnest, who came with honesty and generosity, has thousands of you following them. Yes. Now employers say, you seem to have all the influence you want. That's the point. Network, don't go after money. Go after honesty and helping people in generosity. It will help you get the money in the long run. Yeah. Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. And actually, when we were starting the conversation, I was thinking about money, just making money.
You're right.
Yes. But it has reminded me of a certain doctor that I used to work with. And I kept going back because of a cough. And so the doctor told me, you don't have to keep coming back and taking medicine again and again. Let me just tell you something that no one will tell you. Then they told me the things that I can just blend and drink. And I don't think I've ever gone back to hospital because of a cough. But I've recommended and talked about the doctor to so many people. That's so amazing.
In the short term?
Yes.
The short-sighted employer would have said you have lost a customer.
Exactly.
You have won the person. Not the cash they were paying for drugs, but the trust. Yes. So now they think you know your thing in and out. They refer everybody to you. Yeah. Yes.
Wow, that's such an amazing conversation. I didn't expect it to take that turn, but we have really, really learned a lot. Now, to get more wisdom about money, networking, finances, and getting yourself right on track, you can get this book that is Millionaire Moves, When You Get Serious About Making Money, and another book called The Mastery. These are books that will enlighten you and push you forward. Thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye.
There are conversations that shape how we live. Conversations that help us navigate challenges of life. Conversations that bring out the best in us. This is where we gather to help each other find a way and unleash our potential. Welcome to the Benjamin Zulu.